Seat belts are most effective when they are worn by A. the person driving the car, B. passengers when they are on a long drive, C. all occupants of a car being driven on an expressway, D. all occupants of a car every time the car is driven. When driving on an interstate, to avoid traffic merging from on-ramps to your right, the best thing to do is to A. change lanes to the left, B. slow down, C. maintain your speed and position. A. change lanes to the left. When driving on an interstate highway, be aware of upcoming on-ramps. When traffic permits, move out of the right-hand lane to allow vehicles to enter from the on-ramps to your right. You have stopped for a train at a railroad crossing. After the train passes, you should A. wait for signal lights to stop flashing, B. look for a second train, C. both of the above, C. both of the above. Even after a train passes, watch out for a second train approaching on any track. Do not proceed until all gates have been lifted and all warning signals have stopped flashing. When a traffic signal light turns green, you should A. yield the right-of-way to pedestrians, B. accelerate as quickly as possible, C. back up slowly, D. not move until another driver waves you on.
Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
This sign tells a driver that A. a construction flagger is ahead, B. a police officer is ahead, C. a parking attendant is ahead. A. a construction flagger is ahead. This sign warns that there is a flag person ahead. Always follow directions given by a flagger. Flaggers normally wear orange or yellow vests, yellow-green shirts, or bright jackets. They use paddles and red flags to direct traffic through the work zone and to let workers or construction vehicles cross the road. A U-turn is not permitted. A. in a parking lot, B. on or near any curve or hill, C. on a straight roadway with a clear view for 500 feet in both directions, B. on or near any curve or hill. You must never turn around while on or near any curve or hill. You may not be able to see oncoming traffic or pedestrians and may cause a collision. Your ability to stop is affected by A. signal lights, B. other cars on the road, C. the time of day, D. the condition of the road, D. the condition of the road. Your ability to stop is greatly affected by the condition of the road. You need to reduce your speed when road conditions are poor in order to maintain control of your vehicle. You will be at risk if you are driving too quickly on roads that are slippery and you need to stop. To help prevent crashes, you should A. communicate with other road users, B. ignore other drivers on the road, C. drive only on side streets and back roads, D. avoid driving during rush hour. A. communicate with other road users. Crashes often happen because one driver does something that other road users are not expecting. You should communicate with other motorists, bicyclists, and pedestrians by doing things like signaling when slowing down, stopping, or changing direction. Use your emergency signals or horn when appropriate. When a curb is painted, fill in the blank. It indicates that only short parking stops are permitted. A. Yellow. B. Blue. C. White. D. Red. C. White. Painted curbs indicate parking restrictions. When a curb is painted white, it indicates that only short stops are permitted. When changing lanes, A. Check your side mirror and look over your shoulder to make sure the lane is clear. B. Check the inside rearview mirror. C. Slow down. This sign means A. Watch for drunk drivers. B. Curves ahead. C. Slippery when wet. D. Apply your brakes quickly. C. Slippery when wet. This sign warns that the road is slippery when wet. When a curb is painted, fill in the blank. It indicates a loading zone, or another parking restriction. A. Yellow. B. Blue. C. White. D. Red. A. Yellow. Painted curbs indicate parking restrictions. When a curb is painted yellow, it indicates the presence of a loading zone, or another parking restriction. This sign means A. Slow-moving vehicle. B. Road construction maintenance area. C. Traffic signal ahead. A. Slow-moving vehicle. This sign is displayed on slow-moving vehicles. When parking your vehicle downhill on a two-way street, A. Turn your wheels to the right. B. Turn your wheels to the left. C. Keep your wheels pointed straight ahead. D. Leave your transmission in neutral. A. Turn your wheels to the right. When you park on a downward-facing slope, turn your wheels sharply toward the side of the road. This way, if your vehicle starts to roll downhill, it will roll away from traffic. When passing other vehicles, A. Check your mirrors and blind spots. B. Honk your horn at least 3 times. C. Re-enter your lane within 10 feet of the passed vehicle. D. There is no need to signal. A. Check your mirrors and blind spots. Before passing another vehicle, check your mirrors and blind spots. Before changing lanes, activate the appropriate turn signal. Re-enter the lane when you can see the front of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. A broken yellow centerline means that A. Passing is not permitted. B. Passing on the right is permitted when the way ahead is clear. C. Passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. C. Passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. A broken yellow centerline means that a driver may cross the centerline to pass another vehicle on the left as long as there is no oncoming traffic. Drivers should never cross a solid yellow centerline in order to pass. When driving on slick roads, you should A. Take turns more slowly than usual. B. Change lanes quickly. C. Accelerate quickly. D. Brake hard. A. Take turns more slowly than usual. While it is always dangerous to drive too fast on slippery roads, this is especially true when driving in turns and curves. Be sure to approach them more slowly in slippery conditions than you would under normal circumstances. If there are 2 railroad tracks next to each other, A. It is always safe to proceed after one train passes. B. You must always stop before crossing the tracks. C. When one train passes, look for another train on the other track before proceeding. D. Honk your horn as you cross the tracks. C. When one train passes, look for another train on the other track before proceeding. If there are two railroad tracks next to each other, watch for a second approaching train after one train passes. Do not begin to cross the tracks until you're sure no train is approaching from either direction on either track. This road sign means A. The left lane is reserved for vehicles with a specific number of occupants. B. Specific turning movements are allowed from specific lanes. C. Do not enter. D. Drivers in both lanes are responsible for merging smoothly. You are approaching an intersection with a steady yellow traffic light. If you have not already entered the intersection, you should A. Speed up to beat the red light. B. Reduce your speed and proceed carefully through the intersection. C. Come to a safe stop. C. Come to a safe stop. When a steady yellow light appears on a traffic signal, you should prepare to stop. If you are already within the intersection, you should clear the intersection as quickly as possible. As you near an intersection, the traffic light changes from green to yellow. Your best action is to A. Speed up to beat the red light. B. Apply the brakes sharply to stop. C. Be prepared to stop in the center of the intersection. D. Be prepared to stop before the intersection. D. Be prepared to stop before the intersection. A steady yellow traffic light indicates that the light will soon change to red. You should be prepared to stop for the red light, if it is safe to do so. What color are pavement markings that separate traffic lanes moving in opposite direction? A. Yellow. B. White. C. Yellow and white. D. Yellow, white, and black. A. Yellow. Yellow lines are used in the center of the road to separate lanes of traffic moving in opposite directions. What does this road sign mean? A. Slow down and prepare to stop if cars are approaching you. B. Come to a full stop then proceed when it is safe to do so. C. Proceed carefully through the intersection, not always stopping. B. Come to a full stop then proceed when it is safe to do so. An octagonal sign always means stop. When approaching a stop sign, you must come to a complete stop at the marked stop line and proceed only when it is safe to do so. If there is no stop line, stop before the crosswalk. If there is no crosswalk, stop before the intersection at a point from which you can see any oncoming traffic. When passing another vehicle on a road with two lanes traveling in opposite directions, you should A. Return to the driving lane when there's enough room between you and the vehicle you passed. B. Remain in the left lane if you intend to turn left. C. Return to the right side of the roadway immediately. D. Drive in either lane. A. Return to the driving lane when there's enough room between you and the vehicle you passed. When passing another vehicle on a two-lane roadway, you must return to the right side of the roadway when there is enough room between you and the vehicle you have passed. When may you drive on the right shoulder of the road? A. Only when told to do so by an official. B. When the car in front of you is driving too slowly. C. When the car in front of you is turning. D. When the shoulder is paved. A. Only when told to do so by an official. If you pass another vehicle on its right, do so only when conditions permit you to do so legally and safely. You may only drive on the shoulder of a road if an official has directed you to do so.